Hey everyone. Yeah, this is my 4th video today. Well, it's my channel, I can do whatever I want. Anywho, I'm gonna do something else that's new for my channel. Besides my Let's Talk videos and a couple movie reviews, even though I only done one thus far, but I plan to do another one soon, hopefully. Well, I'm also doing a thing called story time. And you know what story time is. You see on YouTube, basically people on YouTube tell a personal story that happens, and they do their best not to mention names out of respect for other people. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you a story. And this is actually what happened to me today. But first off, let's go 1 year ago. Now, this story is about my last year of high school and my last homecoming. There's a club in my old high school called Gamers Club. Basically all the nerd people basically go there to play video games or other games, or just hang out and talk to friends. And that's basically the only club that you can mainly get away with being a little bit crazy without getting into a lot of trouble. And a lot of people are chill there, but anywho, I was there. I was with one of my guy friends who was a sophomore at the time. He's a junior now. Another guy friend of mine who was a graduate, and he came there to visit. Like, if you have like a slip of paper or something and you are allowed to visit, if you're in college but you're a graduate from like Park High School, you're allowed to visit. And he was with his girlfriend who was also a friend of mine. She was a graduate. And we were all in Gamers Club. We were just hanging out, and homecoming was coming up, and I only went to homecomings and the turnabout dance, which is basically Valentine's Day dance, which, come to think about it, is coming up pretty soon. And like I said, my prom was not great, but I only went to those dances because, I was bored. There was like nothing else to do on weekends, and I didn't hang out with a lot of my friends, so that was the closest thing for me to hang out with friends anyway. And basically, teenagers only go there anyway because that's the closest thing to going to a club you have at the time before you turn 21. And my guy friend who was a sophomore turns to me after talking and is like, and also both my guy friends, they are my neighbors, and I can easily walk to their houses. And he turns to me, the sophomore guy friend, and he's like, hey, is it okay if I give you a ride? Because my dad's handicapped, and none of us have a car, and I don't have a license. Even though I did take a driver's ed class in my senior year of high school, but I barely just passed it, and I do have a permit somewhere in my apartment that's very messy. But it's pretty pointless for me to even have one still, because I barely just passed my driver's ed class, but, yeah, during that time, I just started driver's ed class, I think, and my guy friend just offered if it was okay if his mom can give me a ride with him. So he wasn't really asking me on a date, he was just asking if it was okay if he could take me, and I was single at the time, like, yeah, sure, why not? Because he's one of my friends, I trust him, we've been friends for about, a year, why not? So, while I was walking around Gamers Club, and I was just randomly thinking about, I was going to homecoming, I'm like thinking, okay, Kima, it's not a date, it's not a date, it's not a date, because I don't know why, maybe I was just nervous, or I just didn't want us to accidentally hook up, I don't know, I don't know, I never really gone to dances with friends. I think this was my very, very first time ever going to a dance with an actual friend, so I was a little bit nervous. And you know when you're growing up in high school and you meet the freshmen, and when you're a freshman in high school, it's cool. But once other freshmen come in, it's like, fuck you, little buggos. So, yeah, I was just minding my own business, and then all of a sudden, this little freshman kid, he's a blonde hair boy. I think he had blue eyes, I don't remember, but he was kind of pudgy, a little kind of on the fat side. And I don't know how it started. I think I was just messing with him while he was messing with me, but apparently, he wanted to see if we can get into a fight or something. I'm like, dude, you're a freshman, I am a senior, you're like 14 or 15. I'm 17. I can easily kick your ass if I want to. And he's like, oh, come on. See if you can kick my ass. Come on, come on. And I'm like, okay, fine. You want me to kick your ass? I'll kick your ass. So I did. I basically hit him a couple times. And this was actually in gamer school. This wasn't in school, mind you. So I was kind of like giving him like punches, smacking a couple times. And I took martial arts, but I was just basically trying to rough this guy up because he was underestimating me. And he was also kind of messing with me a little bit anyway. I guess you can say it was somewhat self-defense, but it's like, dude, when you were asking me to kick your ass, I'm going to kick your ass. So I started messing with him, and then it actually got to the point where I made him go down the floor, and I'm actually sitting on his back. Like, I just sat on him like, now do you underestimate me, you little bugger? You stupid freshman? And he's like, oh, why did she have to do that? And apparently two teachers called me and like, Kima, don't do that. I didn't get a detention or anything. Thank God that was, because that school was so stupid. I actually did get a detention my freshman year of high school for giving the finger to one chick who gave me the finger right back, and well, she gave it to me first and then I gave it back. Stupid story. But anywho, back to my senior year, right after I kicked this little shit's ass, he asks me out. Yeah, like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a couple guys out there that pretty much find it hot if a girl kicks his ass. Now, if it's your girlfriend, you're going on your very first date with her, and she kicks your ass at anything like chess or martial arts, you never know, and you find that attractive, that's okay, I guess. I mean, if you like strong women, that's good for you, but it was just like, dude, you underestimated me. You asked me to go kick your ass. I kicked your ass, and now you want to ask me on a date? And my two guy friends were like, come on, Kima, let's get going. Let's get going, because you're allowed to stay after school for clubs and everything, but you can only stay for about an hour. And I'm like, alright, I'm coming. And this guy was following me, and he wouldn't leave me alone. I'm like, dude, no, I'm not going to go out with you. And he's like, please go out with me, please go out with me, please go out with me. I'm like, no, I'm not going to go out with you. I just kicked your fucking ass. And then he wanted a hug, and I headbutted his belly, and then I went to homecoming with my guy friend instead. And actually, I think my guy friend was trying to save me my sophomore guy friend, because he knows I can kick some ass. Like, I kicked his butt a couple times, and he's like, oh dear God, Kima's got an annoying unwanted crush. If you don't know what I mean, an unwanted crush is a word me and my mom made up, which means someone that likes you, but you don't like them. So I go to homecoming with my guy friend, and I bumped into this kid a couple times when he was still a freshman, and then a little bit during this year when I went to transition, and he was a sophomore. And actually, today I saw him, and apparently I thought, because here's the thing, my old high school split in half. My transition center is like right next to the freshman sophomore one. It's called East Campus, and the other one's called West Campus. Freshman, sophomore, East Campus. Juniors and senior, West Campus. And we're right next to East Campus. And sometimes there's like volunteers for both campuses, because in the special ed program, Pathways, it's called, they're meant for special ed students, and there's volunteer students that actually are kind of like teachers in training. They're like extra help for the special ed students. And I saw him a couple times, and I thought he was for the extra help of students, because he seemed to act pretty normal. But then apparently I found out today he was a student, and then I remember like, oh wait, I'm a special ed student, and I was in the Pathways program, and I acted pretty freaking normal. Actually, to be honest, when I met my boyfriend, he actually confused me for a teacher. I'm not lying, but anywho, back to this story. So yeah, I find out what the guy's name was. I never knew his name until now. I'm not gonna say his name out of respect for him. And whenever I saw him in the hallway, I kind of usually avoided him, but I did notice he would like stare at me. I think he may or may not still have a crush on me, but it's not like I'm afraid of him. I just wanted to avoid him. Like, I don't want to like be friends with him or whatever. It's not like I guess I'm not like afraid of him. It's just ooh, awkward. And I think he kind of figured out I ended up having a boyfriend my senior year or something, but, though he did ask me where the cutting boards were, because we actually have a kitchen in our transition center to help us learn how to cook and bake stuff, and I showed him where they were, just to be a respectful role model and everything. And, yeah, like, I think I could, like, pick up, he still has, like, a little thing for me, but I don't really pay attention to him, because, I don't know, maybe I feel somewhat bad that I kicked his ass, even though I was asking for it. Maybe I don't. Maybe I just don't feel very comfortable with him, because I can tell he has a thing for me, and I don't want anything to do with him. But I ended up telling the story of, I left out the part that I kicked his butt, but I did tell two of my teachers of how I knew him, because I never knew any of these kids in Pathways before. And my teacher was asking if we knew these kids, and we're like, no, we don't know them. Like, I know a couple from, like, West Campus, because I kind of grew up with these kids, and I kind of know them. But they're all juniors and seniors, and they're gonna, like, come for next year if I'm still in transition. You can leave transition whenever you want. You don't have to stay there for 4 years. And I apparently knew that kid, and I didn't know his name until today, and, like, I actually know that kid, and I basically just said, oh, he asked me out in Gamers Club, and I said no. So, yeah, that's just my story of how I found out about my unwanted crush's name, and how I know him. Yeah. So I hope you like that story, guys. Yeah, apparently anybody that has a crush on me, and if you try asking me out, sorry, I have a boyfriend, and yeah, I'm very likely gonna kick your butt. Peace.